Oh, is the screen still blurry? There we go. Let's see. My little bun, a little crate. All right, let's see who will join our chat today. If you come in, say hello. Tell me how you're doing. All right, let me. As I fool with this bun of mine. Okay, so the other end. Let me tell you, everything's backwards on here. Okay. All right, I just saw someone join the chat. Say hello. Say where you're from. How's your day going? Hey, Nika. How are you, dear? There we go. That's the back of it. Hey, She Care Products. She says, hello, how are you? I'm doing good. How are you? How's everyone today? I thought I would jump in. This light is like blinding me. I thought I'd jump in today and just say hello, see how everyone is doing on the challenge, see if anyone had questions, and just come in. Okay, so let's see. Alexis says hello. Hey, Alexis. Shikara, you're from Nigeria. That's awesome. Awesome. What kind of products do you sell? Is it hair products, skin products? What do you sell? Hi, Emmett. She says, Shalom, family. I'm in Mississippi. Oh, Mississippi. I don't know why I didn't know that. That's cool. That's cool. How's it down south? Is the weather finally starting to warm up? Well, I should say it's probably always been warm. We're the ones who have ridiculously cold weather here in the East Coast. But this past, I would say the past weekend, maybe like 4 or 5 days, it's been pretty warm. So I'm enjoying the weather. My allergies are not, of course. She cares. Oh, I sell hair care products. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. I love that. I love that. Because I'm in Jamaica, very warm now. Oh man, listen. I need a vacation. I'll definitely be taking one. I don't know, maybe like a month or so. I gotta figure out where I want to go, but it's time. It's definitely time. Sorry, my allergies are already starting to act up. A few warm days, and I'm telling you, my allergies were like, oh hello. Hey Rissy, she says she sends me flowers and hearts. Thank you, dear. It was warm. Now it's raining for the last 2 days in the 60s. Oh no, oh no. Well, it's been like 70. We've had some like drizzle off and on periodically, but nothing too crazy. We said, hey y'all, happy St. Patrick's Day. Oh, thank you, dear. Thank you, thank you. I forgot it's St. Patty's Day. I should have known because yesterday I went out to just go like do some shopping and stuff, and everybody was like, happy St. Patty's Day. And I was not even aware of anything. I feel like my whole life is just, flashing by. Let's see. So let me know. We are in week. I think you guys are starting week 12 this week of the Ayurvedic Hair Challenge, and this past week was about herbs for hair loss. So I hope you guys checked out the video. I featured 10 different herbs for that like prevent hair loss and highlighted the three that were in my hibiscus moringa and amla gloss bar. But I did mention 10 herbs in the video and the different forms of hair loss that they help prevent. So I highly recommend you go check that out. Also, the week before that, I did a video on, what is it called? I did a video on, what you call it? Herbs for dandruff. Sorry, my brain was like, what did I do? What did I do? I see this like henna on the wall. Herbs for dandruff. So definitely check out if you ever have dandruff or dry scalp or anything. Definitely check out any of those videos. Either herbs for hair loss or herbs for dandruff. Let's see. Risa, yeah, this year is moving fast. It's moving so fast. It's warming up here in North Carolina, but it's still not warm enough for me. I need 80s. I agree. I agree. But listen, I'll take anything better than like 50s and 40s. It was like forever on like this like really low. Like I really wasn't feeling it. It's probably also because I was sick for like I don't know. I feel like a month. It was like as soon as I would get better or something else, I would catch something else. So hopefully the warm weather brings good vibes, less sickness. I feel like I've caught everything, so I feel like I should be good for the rest of the year, right? I remember saying I love fenugreek for dandruff. Yeah, it's good. I mean, for me, like neem powder is probably my favorite for dandruff. It just really helps. It's not even just with dandruff. It's just the number of like scalp and skin issues. It's really good for. It's one of those things like it's in my Ayurvedic hair butter. There's a number of herbs, but I add an additional henna, fenugreek, and amla and neem to it, right? And a lot of people who are telling me they have like their children are having eczema flare-ups, or they're having, sometimes babies get those little rashes and little bumps. All my friends are even using it on their children, and literally like not like it's been clearing up everything. So really, really good. I highly recommend neem, because neem, I don't know. I feel like if you like fenugreek, neem takes it to the next level, because neem has, again, all of the antifungal, antimicrobial, antibacteria, and literally everything that's in there that you want to get rid of, it has those properties in. One of the big things we see, if you haven't seen, is just like I always recommend neem powder over the oil, because neem oil stinks like really bad. But yeah, neem for excellent. Yeah, like when I see people were showing me results of like before and after, like it's been amazing. But neem has a lot of properties, so I highly recommend. Even my friend had like all these like dermatitis things on her arm, it got rid of everything. So I would highly recommend trying it. Crushing goals with Karen, she says hello from Maryland. Hello, dear, thanks for joining us today. Diane says hello, everyone. Hey, how are you? Well, I'm glad some people showed up on the chat. I know I haven't been live in like forever, and I'm just trying to get back into like finally feeling better, and trying to give myself enough rest as well. I have to make a neem oil for my skin next. Have neem powder, yeah, and that's perfect way to do it. Like I think I know I have a neem oil video on my channel, so if you want to like take a look at that video, I highly recommend like taking a look at it to make the neem oil. Um, all of my, I would say every product that I make, the DHT blocking oil has neem powder. The henna, yeah, that has neem, and the scalp relief oil. That, yeah, so all the oils I have neem, because it's just that good. It's really good. Let's see here. I'm glad you're feeling better. Thank you, thank you. I'm excited. So like I'm excited for this challenge to not end, but to be done with, because I'm excited to start experimenting with some new herbs, because I have I'm gonna be doing like a new little series for you guys. I broke my nail. I'm gonna be doing a new series for you guys when this challenge is over. On I don't know if you remember the video I did. It was like 15 herbs for hair growth, and 5 of them were of Chinese herbs. So I want to kind of now delve into a little bit of like Chinese medicine, because we do Ayurvedic medicine. It's funny because Ayurvedic herbs and African herbs are very, very similar. Like the crossover is, I would say, almost all the same. Like moringa is an Ayurvedic and African herb. Fenugreek is both. Neem is both. Um, there's a lot of herbs that cross over between Ayurvedic and African herbs, but Chinese medicine is very different. Like I'm not even sure if I can even pronounce all of the names of the herbs. So like, I'm excited. I ordered a couple of them already. So they should be here, I'd say, by next week for sure. And so I'm excited to kind of just like delve down that road with you guys, at least starting out with the first 5 I mentioned in the video, and then just kind of expounding, because there's obviously way more. And Chinese medicine is, again, like I would say, like Ayurvedic medicine, in the sense that it's a holistic approach. So it's not just for hair growth, there's stuff for body care, eczema, health, overall health. And so kind of like excited to kind of delve into that. I haven't really done any real DIYs in a little while, but that will kind of give me, an opportunity to kind of like play around with some things. Cause again, this will be like a new experiment. So I'll be experimenting with you guys. So you guys kind of see how, when I get an herb, like what I do from the first time until I feel like I've developed something that works, right? So trying it in maybe like a mass form, trying it in an oil, trying it as a tea, right? Trying to see how it works best, how my hair responds to it best. Is it a grainy herb? Is it finely sifted? Sometimes herbs are very difficult to rinse out of our hair. So yeah, I'm excited for the next couple of weeks once the challenge is done. Vitality says, I have a question. By all means, drop the questions in the chat. Like I'm just kind of talking here about, whatever, but feel free to ask questions. Again, the title of this chat is like herbs for hair growth or hair loss and dandruff. So feel free to jump in and ask questions regarding that. Or even if you have questions regarding maybe like your hair regimen or something, like feel free to leave it in the chat. Oh, and Risky reminded us to drink our water. I probably need to drink some water too. Emma says, I made a gloss bar with aloe vera powder, slippery elm bark, amla, fenugreek, bringrage, moringa. Your deep conditioner on my health feels so good. Oh, I know that was amazing. Like I can already tell. I can already tell. That's a great mix. That is really great mix. I'm all for sometimes mixing stuff with your deep conditioner. Get a one and done. Like this past week when I used my strengthening hair mask, sometimes I just want to get a one and done treatment so I don't have to do 1 to 2 hours with my hair mask and then 1 to 2 hours with my strengthening hair mask and just put it all together and make it work. Um, Someone had mentioned in one of my videos, it's like, oh, are you, do you keep your hair at this length for a reason? I'm like, yeah, I think this is like my lifestyle length, and I'll probably let it grow to the end of this year and then do another cut. But I noticed for sure that that what you call it, my hair has definitely grown in this challenge in the last like 12 weeks. I can definitely see it in just like some of the old videos. So exciting. Let's see. Vitality says, I went to a barbershop. I was told my hair is falling. I'm just 25. What do you think is the cause? It could be a number of things. And honestly, I recommend it, especially because you're at a very young age. I would definitely go to your doctor and get a blood test and see what's going on. It could be your hormone levels. I will say most people and most men, are you a man? I think from your profile picture, you are a gentleman. Most men experience male pattern baldness. Actually, in my last video that I just did this past Tuesday, so if you check out that video, it said like over 80% of men will lose their, or 7% of men will lose their hair. Um, and one of the leading causes for that is male pattern baldness. And so male pattern baldness happens when, so you guys have testosterone, right? And testosterone converts into something called DHT, which dihydrotestosterone something. I forget the exact name, but DHT is the shortened version of it, right? And when that hormone is too elevated, it actually shrinks your hair follicles, right, and causes that hair loss. So you could be having a surge of that. So I think it's really important to go to your doctor. It could be that, or also could be sometimes like I know when I was 25, I was actually 22 when I first had my first form of hair loss, and that for me was actually tied to my poor diet. And it was actually tied to me being anemic. So I ended up with that crown hair loss, um, and that was directly related to iron anemia. So when you're young, sometimes and you're maybe not making the best food choices, and your body's becoming deficient in things like sometimes it could be vitamin D or iron. That's the two most for Black women. But I would do two things. I wouldn't say, listen, you're not broken. It's okay. Like, and if it is something that's like a deficiency or something, like you can work on fixing it. Um, and if it is tied to DHT, like if it's tied to too much hormones in our system, right? Like if it's a testosterone, you can look at herbs like saw palmetto, SAWPLAMETTO. It's in my last video that I did for Tip Tuesday. It's one of the herbs that they researched that is just as effective as like Rogaine and all of that. So you can take it internally because it's actually good for the prostate. So men actually do really well with taking saw palmetto internally as well as using it topically in like an oil or like a hair mask or something. Um, Again, there could be varying causes. I'm not saying it is the DHT. I just know for men that's generally what it tends to be. But also, if you're somebody who maybe doesn't have the best diet, it could also be vitamin or nutrient deficiency. So, um, just definitely go get it checked. Okay. Let me read some up, and then I'll go back down and see what you said. Catherine says, "Hi Michelle, can I use almond powder every wash week on my scalp? It will it be too drying?" I would. Amla is funny because amla has conditioning properties, but amla can be a little bit strengthening for some people. I would use it like every other wash, or I would mix it with something else like amla and aloe, or maybe like fenugreek or something to has like something that has a little like gelatinous or conditioning properties to it. I wouldn't say it would be too drying, but you also have to listen to your hair. Amla is one of those herbs that can be very conditioning, but over time can also be a very drying because there is some strengthening properties in amla. If you're doing it for the hair loss to prevent hair loss properties, I would say infuse some into and oil if you want to use it like every week. And before you do your wash day, pre-poo with that oil, amla oils, to get those benefits and properties, and then shampoo and condition your hair. Or you can add some like to your deep conditioner, like a tablespoon or 2 tablespoons to your deep conditioner, and that way you can still get all those properties of amla on wash day. But I know like just using that herb in like a powder form every wash day, I think would be a little bit too drying over time. Like it'd be probably okay like 1 or 2 times, but like over time might be a little bit drying. Mercy said I was looking into making shampoo bars earlier this week. Yeah, shampoo bars are it's fun. It's work. It's work. But I believe you. I believe you got it. There's also a lot of tutorials on YouTube if you're curious about making them. So definitely check it out. She Care says, Shy Care, I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Says, okay, I have a girl that's 12 years old and she has very sensitive skin right now. Her scalp is all dried up with little hair growth. I don't know which herb would work best for her. She's 12, she has very sensitive skin. Okay. Her scalp is dried up. Do you mean like does she have like dandruff and like flakes and stuff dried up? Honestly, if it is like dandruff or dry scalp and dry skin and it's dry, I would focus on fenugreek because fenugreek is pretty good with sensitive skin. And again, what I would do honestly, I would probably I would hydrate fenugreek seeds, right? So if you have the fenugreek powder and you hydrate that, it makes a very thick gelatinous mass, like really gelatinous, has a ton of slip. It's kind of crazy. If you check out one of the videos I have on actually I have a video on how to make a hair mask using fenugreek, and I add coconut milk to it. Now, if you get the coconut milk and you put it in the fridge and it creates that like top fatty layer, and you blend that with the coconut, it'll create a really thick mask, and you can use that on her hair and scalp all the way down and leave that on. That will help rid of the dry flakes and stuff because again, fenugreek does have anti-dandruff properties, also has anti-inflammatory properties. You can also use a bit of neem. So I would do like a fenugreek neem mask for her, and I would use that at least 1 hour prior to like washing, shampooing, conditioning her hair, and then afterwards I would. So this weekend, my hair challenge, we're going to be making a scalp care tea. I would actually use the scalp care tea that we're going to mix, and it has the herbs like echinacea and lavender, chamomile, and I would add like at least a tablespoon of glycerin. Or if you don't have glycerin or honey, you probably do. You make hair products. I would add at least a tablespoon of glycerin and honey, and then spray that on her scalp after wash day. That will keep her hair hydrated and her scalp hydrated and stop like some of that flaking. You're just probably gonna have to be consistent with it. And if you want to add a little like a pinch of neem, which I probably will to that tea that has that antifungal and antibacterial properties, I would do that before I would moisturize her hair this week. Um, okay. Catherine says, is almond fortifying only or does it have conditioning properties too? It has conditioning properties, but like I think I kind of mentioned it already, it can be a little bit it has some strengthening properties, right? Almond can be conditioning, but it does contain a certain amount of amino acids. So over time, it can, it really can fortify the hair. So I would recommend, like, again, mixing it with another herb that has like some conditioning properties to it, or again, adding it to um, a hair tea or an oil, infusing it, or conditioner or your shampoo. Actually, all of those things work just fine. Uh, Sharon says, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Vitaly says, "Hold my future later, lady, are not gonna reject me." No, listen. Don't get depressed about this. Oh, you just said I just see this. Okay, let me just read what you others said. Yeah, I used to be depressed. You think it could be the cause? Yeah, stress. Let me tell you, stress, depression, um, having a really tragic event happen in your life can cause hair loss. And this is why I think it's important to go to your doctor to see if you can kind of pinpoint what's going on. A lot of people also who had COVID had hair loss. Uh, I used to have really bad depression and anxiety can cause hair loss. If those are those things, you can also look into adaptogenic herbs, right? So adaptogenic herbs work with lowering stress levels and managing stress levels in your body. So that can also help, but that's something internally. And um, I know you say used to be, but I think it's important, like for all of us, women of color, Black people, especially to make sure we take care of our mental health and our emotional health because our body is our internal body is just our hair is just a reflection of what's going on internally. So if you are suffering from that, I highly recommend, talking to someone, getting as much help as you can. And again, if it is that, I definitely going to recommend adaptogenic herbs. One of my favorite ones that I take is ashwagandha. I'll put it in the chat for you. And I think, like, for anyone, ashwagandha. Sorry, I have to spell it out. Ashwagandha. Okay. I always recommend, like, for people who are, dealing with that to, go talk to your doctor. Go definitely talk to somebody about this, okay? And then you can look at adaptogenic herbs. There's a ton of them that are out there. There's a ton out there, but that's one of my favorite. You can buy them in capsule form as well and take them internally to help. And Rissy, you said the same thing. It could also be stress. My hair falls out because of stress, anger, and depression. Yeah, very much so. It's real. Like, stress is real, and depression is real, and they really can cause a lot of detrimental effects to our hair, but also our skin. Like, sometimes when people are depressed or angry, their skin gets very dry. A lot of people have certain types of flare-ups, especially when they're dealing with certain things. So it definitely can impact your hair, your body, your skin, your nails, all of it. Catherine says, "What about amla moringa paste? You can definitely do an amla moringa paste. Again, I wouldn't do it every wash day. I would do it if you're going to do a paste or mask, I would do every other wash day. See how your hair responds to that. Then move it up to like three times a month. Or I don't know how often are you shampooing your hair. So, like, I'm a weekly shampooer. So for me, that would be like 4 times in a month. I would do 2 times a month, every other week. And then I would try it back-to-back weeks, 1 week off, back-to-back weeks, 1 week off, like that. And if I still wanted those properties, again, I would use like an oil or add a tablespoon of conditioner or something to it. So something like that. Rissy said, "Yes, I'm about to start taking lavender and chamomile supplements for my stress, anxiety, depression, and insomnia." Yeah, I take I take supplements and I drink a tea. I have a relaxed tea, and I have some relaxed gummies that I got from Gaia Herbs. I always mispronounce them, I'm sure. It's the same place I get my iron supplement, my liquid iron supplement. Uh, I just get myself some stuff because, y'all, listen, life is hard, and it's not getting easier right now. So we all need to make sure we're managing our stress and anxiety levels. And I, like you, Rissy, I have bad insomnia, which is also why I think, like, I get sick often, because I don't really sleep well and I'm stressed about everything. And it's like a cycle, right? It's a cycle of things. And so I just, I know it's important. I stress it to you guys. I yell at myself, right? And so I'm trying to, like, work on things to manage all those things, to manage my stress levels, to manage my anxiety, to try to set a better bedtime for myself. It's hard. We're all a work in progress here. Lady C says, "Hey everyone, Michelle, have you had an experience with batana oil? I really appreciate your kindness and willingness to help others." I have not had with that particular oil. I've heard of it before, but I haven't had it. And Lady C, maybe I'll add it to my list. I just mentioned, I don't know if you were on the chat earlier, that I'm going to be actually experimenting with some new herbs once the challenge is over. So literally at the end of March, the challenge should be done. And of course, I'm going to be a week ahead of you guys. So I'm going to finish the challenge a little bit earlier. So after that, I'm going to be experimenting with some new herbs, and maybe I'll add that oil to my list of things to try. Phyllis says, "Can you take it with other vitamins?" Yes, Phyllis, you can take ashwagandha with other vitamins. I also just recommend anyone, if you're taking any, like, any supplements that are like medication, just talk with your doctor before taking any adaptogenic herbs. So just, with other vitamins, you should be fine. But if you're taking, like, medicine for high blood pressure or something else going on, definitely check with your doctor before mixing those type of things. Adaptogenic herbs literally are in tune with your hormones, and they can just, their point is to disrupt your hormones, because, right, you're either having too much stress or anxiety or whatever, so they disrupt your hormones, right? And so I would just recommend, if you're going to do so, just talk with your doctor to make sure there's nothing that contradicts each other. Needham says, hello, everyone. Happy Sunday. Late to the live. Just finished washing my hair. Oh, man, sis. Well, welcome to the live. I kind of wish I was washing my hair right now. I'm actually going to be doing that soon. It's time. It's time. And this week, I'm actually doing a scalp care tea. And I don't know. Sometimes I'd be lining up perfectly because my scalp is a little itchy. And it's just because the weather. I have really bad allergies. I don't know if you see, like, today I kept rubbing my eyes and, like, sniffling. And it makes my hair itch, my scalp itch. I just have just one of my allergies. So the scalp care tea will be a nice little addition to spray on my hair for this week. So I'm excited to shampoo my hair and use this tea. Let's see. Shay says, I take ashwagandha before bed, makes me sleepy, and the next day I'm cool. Yeah, it's perfect. Like I take it before bed, or sometimes I take it like if I know I'm gonna have a really stressful day. Like it just kind of like calms me down. Like sometimes I know I look at my day and I look at everything I have to do and I just get sometimes a little bit overwhelmed. Like um something that I've been working on, and I think I mentioned it before, is a while ago, I was working on getting on Amazon, right? A lot of you guys who are not in this country have asked me to get on Amazon to, faster shipping, all this other stuff. I'm trying to get on Amazon, and I'm also trying to, maybe I will say the other thing that I'm trying to do for another time. Once it's confirmed, maybe I'll tell y'all. But I already got accepted for Amazon. I just need to finish up they have like these little certifications that they want you to have. Oh, hey, bro, how are you? They have these like certifications they want you to have, and like to say that I'm qualified as Black owned, women owned, because I'm in their Black Business Accelerator program, and so um, I just feel sometimes like I know when I have a lot of things to get done and to finish, like I'm wrapping up my taxes, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and I'm like a bit stressed. So I know if I'm gonna have a stressful day, I'll take ashwagandha in the morning. I also just got this other thing called uh what is the name of it? I got it on Amazon. Sorry, I just drew a blank on what it's called, but it's not a herb, but it is natural, and it's something that your body is supposed to make. L-theanine. I think that's what it's called. L-theanine. Let me look at my Amazon cart real quick. Um And I've been taking that whenever I'm like really going to be stressed, and that helps as well. I found somebody recommended that, like me on TikTok. It really helps with your anxiety. What is it called? I got it like maybe like a month ago. Let's see, theanine. It's sitting on my fridge here. I could also just go run and grab it. Okay, here it is. Yeah. Yeah, I just got this one. This one helps me to like calm down. It promotes relaxation without drowsiness. It restores a sense of calm. It's naturally found in green tea. So I'll put it in the chat. Listen, I'm not telling y'all what to do, but I'm telling you these are things that I've been taking to help manage my stress levels because I'm not really good with managing stress the way I need to, but I will at least drop you. Yep, Shay. Thank you, Shay. Look at you. Um, yeah, so that's what I got, you guys, and that one really helps me like midday. Like if I don't want to like doze off, because I could say ashwagandha can make me sometimes a little bit like too sleepy, but this one non-drowsy, but it does promote relaxation, and it's naturally found in green tea. And I found it on literally on TikTok. Someone they recommended their brand, and I just went out and found something I can get really quickly, like the next day on Amazon. But yeah, listen, y'all. I'm always about trying to find natural things to kind of like better my sleep and not be crazy person all the time. Let's see. Oh, what is the name of the iron supplement? The iron supplement I take is let me just pull it up and I'll put it in the chat for you. Fire herbs, plant force, liquid iron. Let me tell you, I probably sold half the amount of bottles they have on this thing because this iron literally restored everything. This literally restored all my iron levels back to normal, keeps me well balanced, doesn't cause constipation like a lot of iron supplements can. It's a really good iron, and it's plant based. So of course, Catherine says, okay, great. I wash every week. I will alternate the paste. Thank you. You're welcome, dear. We said, yeah, life is insane. It really is. And hi, Shay. How are you? Flo says, thank you. You're welcome. I miss you too, bro. I'm gonna chat you after the live because I need to come see you, and I'm overdue. And I am gonna see you. I have a date and everything, so we'll chat. We'll chat afterwards. Rissy says Amazon. Yeah, you should do an Amazon idea listing. Yeah, I do have an Amazon. I have an Amazon store for like products and herbs and supplements that I recommend. It's actually in the description box. I probably should add these supplements that I just recommended to you guys um to that list as well. Oh, should Othina found in green tea. Yeah, Shay. Gemini says, I have salt and pepper hair, planning to dye my hair. Which one of your hair products should I buy? Thanks. Are you dyeing it with chemicals or are you dyeing it with henna, Gemini? If you're gonna do henna, obviously I would recommend my henna gloss bar. Or if you even if you don't get my gloss bar, I recommend henna with indigo. That will give you like the blackest, bluish blackest hair ever. If you are dyeing it with like a chemical hair dye, I recommend also getting some strengthening properties to it. And so I would recommend you getting my strengthening hair mask, right? Because it's balanced, right? So anytime you dye your hair chemically, the chemical dyes break down the structures of your hair, the bonds in the hair. And so it's always good to rebuild those bonds with protein, right? So the strengthening hair mask has a bit of protein and a bit of conditioning properties to help balance the hair out. Then I also recommend, so I would do that after you're not right after you dye your hair, dye your hair, and then like a week later, do the strengthening treatment, and then the week later, I recommend doing something very, very moisturizing, or even after the strengthening hair mask. A lot of times that's very well balanced, but I will recommend like the hibiscus and shea detangling conditioner. That's very, very moisturizing. And then I would recommend any of the moisturizers. My favorite is the hibiscus and shea moisturizing styler. But any of the moisturizers I have, make sure you get something hydrating first. So like the oat and aloe leave-in conditioner or the hibiscus and shea leave-in conditioner, right? That provides a lot of humectants and hydration. So one of the things, like whenever you strip down your hair with a hair dye, um, it literally uh, can deplete moisture from the hydration from the inner cortex of your hair. So you want to make sure you rehydrate your hair afterwards. So um, any of the leave-in conditioners that I have, and then I recommend any of the moisturizers, the twist cream or the moisturizing styler. So let me know. Rissy said I used to take green tea supplements for weight loss. Did it work, Rissy? Did it work? I'm just curious. Tommy says, "Wow, sorry, but I didn't get a notice." Oh, Tommy, YouTube be playing around with me at this point. I don't want to say I give up on YouTube notifications, but YouTube just be playing with me. But thanks for joining us. Uh, Shay says, "Good for focus too. I use it for my ADHD." Oh, good. See, listen, I'm thankful that I be finding stuff before I even know how how good it is, and I will say, like, I notice a big difference when I'm taking it. As long as you, and one of those things, like everything else, take it consistently, and you'll see the benefits. Ashley says L-theanine is awesome. Look into GABA. It's very helpful also. Oh, I definitely will. Thank you. Thank you. Risa said, oh, running to it. Hello, dear. Thank you, Tavi and Chad. Oh, it's right there in the D box. Oh, is it? Perfect. Should begin hair. Okay, hair dye. Ashley says, hello. I just joined your live when you were talking about neem. Do you suggest the oil directly on eczema areas or for the scalp for dandruff? Um, I'll tell you this. The oil directly is probably one of the best ways to do it, right? It is the most powerful. It's just going to stink. So if you're going to use the oil directly on your eczema or on your scalp, do it before you're going to wash your hair. Do it as a pre-poo before wash day or before you're going to shower, whatever. But try to at least leave it on at least for 1 hour. Really let your skin, especially if you're putting it on the skin, really let the skin absorb and soak in all of the oil before you like even rinse it off. If you can leave it on and it doesn't stink to high heaven, leave it on, right? I'm always like, if you can leave it on, by all means. If you don't have nobody who cares, do it before bed. Do it before bed. If you sleep with somebody who's like, what is that smell? Then do it before you take a shower. You can see the most benefits. The same thing with washing your hair. I highly recommend leaving it on at least an hour before shampooing it off. I wouldn't recommend you walking around all day with it because people will be looking at you and judging you like, she stink. Newbie says, can you use amla by itself as a weekly mask to help with premature gray? It's funny. Someone else literally just asked a very similar question. I wouldn't use amla weekly only because amla can be a bit strengthening to your hair. I would use it, like I mentioned before, I would use it at most twice a month just on its own. If I were to use something weekly, I would do a mix of amla and maybe like fenugreek. Also, fenugreek has premature gray properties too. Fenugreek does, amla does. There's a few more herbs that help with premature grain that I'm just like drawing a complete blank on. Maybe I should do a video on it. Maybe I should do a video on it. Herbs for premature. Actually, I think I did a video on herbs for premature grain. Actually, I'm 100% sure I did a video on that. Let's see. I love when I do this. It's actually 8 herbs for premature grain. And it was actually, I did a blog post and a YouTube video on it. Amla, fenugreek, henna, brain garage, jadismansi. I don't know why I have not got back into jadismansi. Sage and rosemary. Let me tell y'all, jadismansi is a really good herb. I used it for a little while. It actually it slows graying down and actually can redarken your hair. It's a very like black herb, but actually when I researched, I don't know why. Well, I know why it stuck out in my head, but jadismansi was one of those herbs that they recommended was good for regrowing your hair after chemotherapy. Um, Now I don't know if it's for everybody, right? Because like every cancer is not the same. Everything's not the same. So I feel like I need to like go back and revisit jadismansi. It was a really great herb, but it was one of those herbs that is helpful for premature graying too. Hey Tiffany, she said, sorry, I'm enjoying St. Patrick's Day. Well, enjoy it, sis. Have a couple drinks for me. We'll watch the playback. No problem. Can you link to Jadismansi? Okay, sure. I will. I'm trying to think where I got the. I'll link you the article. It was a blog post I did. I'll link you the blog post, and then I will link you and. Right, that's the blog post on Earth for premature grain. It's called Jadismansi. Jadismansi. Can I spell? Oh, it is on my Amazon store. Thank you. I thought it was. I was like, it might be on my Amazon store because I'm pretty sure when I purchased the herb, I put it in my Amazon store. Oh, you saw it there. Perfect. Thank you, Rissy. And that's how you spell Jadismansi or Manzi. Maybe I'm mispronouncing it, but that's the herb. Those are there. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. Okay, let's see. Okay, Ashley. Okay, thank you. Denise says, hi, Michelle. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Love the hairstyle. How are you feeling today? Thank you. I'm doing good. I was just saying to everyone, I'm finally feeling back 100%. I've been like, I don't know. I've been struggling, y'all. The last month, I feel like I literally caught everything that you can catch. Everything that's out there right now, I caught it all. So hopefully, I should be good for the rest of the year. Should be good for the rest of the year because I caught everything. And yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. And I just got back to the gym this past week. I really didn't. I'm thankful. Like I didn't gain any weight. Like the skeleton number didn't change. I feel like I can see like body composition change a little bit, but like I got on the scale. The scale was exactly the same. So I'm like, all right, good. Now I'm back to back to the gym, back to working out, back to my routine. But nothing kicked my butt quite like having COVID did. That was really not where it's at. Let's see. Diane says, what size are your hair beads? I bought some beads, some before, and the holes were too small for my twist. Oh, honestly, I have no clue. I got these beads at the little 99-cent store by my house. That's where I got these beads. I think I linked some on Amazon that I found that look very similar in size to this. But I can't, I will say this, I can't speak to the ones on Amazon because I haven't used them. But I will show you the ones, the girl that I found was closest in shape and size, and it looked like it had some of the similar ones that I have. Where were they? I just saw them a few days ago. Okay, here. And you can see because they look exactly like the size that I have. So these are the ones. Oh, this says that was too long. Why was it too long? Can I share this to? Oh, copy link. Okay. Did that work? Okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah, and those were $9. You can get 133 pieces, and they have the same, like some of the same ones that I have are in that one. So I got them at my beauty supply store for like maybe like $2 or $3. But if you have a beauty supply store near you, I would check there. I'm in Philadelphia, so like the amount of beauty supply stores they have, and they have like aisles of beads in some of these stores are huge and massive stores. So I know not everyone lives in areas where you can get access to them, things like this. So Amazon is also my BFF forever. um, let's see. Risky said, "Oh, adding neem into a liquid African black soap. That would be bomb. That would be bomb. Listen, by all means." Okay, Neem said, "Thank you so much." Okay, Denise says, "Hey Michelle, I finally used one of your gloss bars. Only thing I added too much water, so my wash day will be an oil treatment. Then I will do another gloss bar." So, question: did you do a Thursday post? I didn't. No, I didn't. I didn't go live on Thursday or anything. I didn't go live or anything on Thursday, so you didn't miss anything on. You did. My last video I posted actually ended up being on a Wednesday instead of Tuesday. Like, yeah, I was trying to like get caught up on everything, but I should be back this week to Tuesday. A normal Tip Tuesday schedule. I'm trying to have the video out a little bit earlier, but if not, it should be around like 5 o'clock. I'll have the Tip Tuesday video out. I did not do anything on Thursday. I did not post anything on Thursday. So don't worry about that. Also with the gloss bar, sometimes even I'll tell you this, sometimes if you add too much water while it's hot, you might be surprised sometimes when it solidifies, it thickens up. And if you're worried about like, okay, it's too loose, try adding like a tablespoon or two of conditioner to the gloss bar to help like give it some density, thickness to it. But I've noticed like lately, even when some of the videos where I like added like too much water and it's like really loose, but by the time I like shampooed my hair and sat back down, it was already thick. Again, some of those herbs that I have, and it depends on which gloss bar I like. Those that have the fenugreek, those that have the moringa, they take a lot. They can use a lot more water than some of the other ones do, because fenugreek hydrates and moringa can hydrate as well. Not like fenugreek hydrates, but they both can absorb a lot more water, is what I should say. All right, now y'all, whoever's on the live, I am gonna do a giveaway because I said I was gonna do giveaways randomly, and then of course I like didn't get on live for a little while. So let's see. What should we put in the chat? So I'm going to give away 2 products from my line, and you can choose whatever 2 you want. And I'm going to pick 2 winners. So in the chat, if you are live, just say, "Now I am Nappy." Let's do that. Now let's just add that down. So if you want me to ship you some products, put it in the chat, and I will choose 2 winners. I will give it. Let's do it. And I'll give it 2 minutes. So if someone signs on and they want to put it in the chat, they can. All right. So if you want to win some products, put "Now I Am Nappy" in the chat, and let's do that. Let's have a little fun. Let's see. Let's see here. Gemini says, "Could you please do a video on your henna hair products, how to use it on gray hair?" Gemini, I have a ton of videos. I will link one for you in the chat so you can see how I use the henna on my hair. I also have a video on how to cover gray hairs with henna and indigo. I will also link that video for you. So while y'all comment in the chat, I will go find this video and link it, and then I'll wait the 2 minutes and I come back on and pick two winners. Okay, here's the video. Let me share. And I don't know if there's anyone on the giveaway who doesn't know, but the giveaway is just in honor of me reaching 50K subscribers. So I chose 2 winners in like 2 weeks ago now video, and then I said I was going to randomly do a total of 5 winners. So 2 there. I'm going to do 2 today, and then I'm going to do 1 random giveaway at some point. I would say within this week. All right, but let me respond to Gemini. I'm going to just put it in the chat. All right. And that's the video on how to do the henna and indigo for gray hair. All right. So I'm going to give it 1 more minute. Literally, I'm looking at the timer, 1 more minute. So whoever wants to win 2 prizes, just put NowIamNappy in the chat, and then I'll pick 2 people, and you will email me your address and what 2 products you want from my line. I will also put I'll drop the line, the website, out of my brain. I'll drop the website in the chat. So you can decide which 2 products you want. Okay, we're like coming down to the last 30 seconds. Rhonda said, wait, what are we doing? All right. So, all right, I got like 8 more seconds left. All right, and then I'm gonna scroll up and down. I'm gonna try and be as I'm gonna just scroll, and wherever my finger lands, because let's see, let me pull it up. I'm just gonna, I know you guys can't see it on my end. I'm gonna look away and I'm gonna scroll up. Okay, Acastic Mom is where it landed on. All right, that's the first winner. So Acastic Mom, you can link the website, look at my website, and then you can email me at, I'll put it in the chat, NowIamNappy@gmail.com. What 2 products and your address, or whatever address you want me to send the products to. All right, and let me scroll up and down, and let me try that again. Let's pick someone else. And it is Denise Gilmore. And you can also do the same thing. You can definitely just pick whatever 2 products you want, and email me whatever products you want and your address down below. So congrats to everyone. Thank you guys for always supporting me. I love that you guys supported me, allowed me to get to 50K subscribers. So congratulations to everyone. And yeah, just stay tuned, because again, I have one more person I'm going to be picking this week. I don't know in which way I'm going to do it. I may do it in the next video for Tip Tuesday, or I may do it. What I'm thinking, I'll give you the tea. I'm going to make a post on my what do they call it? What do they call that? I'm going to my YouTube video, my community. I'm going to make a community post, okay? Probably on Tip Tuesday, around Tip Tuesday, I'm going to make a community post about something. And so it's not going to just say, this is a giveaway. It's going to be like, here's some information, da, 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 da. And as you read, it'll be something like, if you read this post, comment such and such, right? So that's how it will be. And it'll probably be on Tuesday. So I'll pick 1 more winner this coming Tuesday. So I'm giving y'all the tea. Okay, y'all get the tea ahead of time. So I just advise y'all, make sure you take a look on Tuesday for a community post. And in that community post will be, I'll tell you to do something, say something, and I'll pick a winner, and you guys can pick some products, okay? But congrats to everyone. Now let me go back up. Community post on YouTube. Yes, on YouTube, correct. Because it is, listen, it was a YouTube. Y'all got me to 50K on YouTube, so everything I want to do on YouTube. So once I reach some more goals on like Facebook and Instagram, I'll do like giveaways on other platforms. But y'all are my YouTube community, so everything will be on YouTube for now. Let's see. Let me scroll, make sure I didn't miss anything while I was rambling away. Numi said, I was looking at hair accessories on Amazon this morning. Oh my God, I will order the one that you recommended. It is added to your Amazon store so you can get the added benefit. Let me add it to my Amazon store so I can get the Amazon benefit. I don't think I added it. Let me do that. I appreciate you. Oh, I forgot I changed my password. There we go. Okay, so let me do that. Let me add it to my store. I will add it in. I should make a new thing. Maybe in dresses and accessories, because it is an accessory. Maybe I should create a list called hair accessories. But for now, I'll put it in there. And then, yeah, thank you, dear. Thank you. Okay, let me see. They say covering gray hair with henna is not easy. Using a clarifying shampoo and leave the henna indigo in as long as possible. You still may not get 100% coverage. You may not. You're right, Lacey. It is not easy. I will admit to that. I will say some of the best practices that I can always recommend. When it comes to leaving on the henna first as long as possible, and then leaving the indigo as equally, however long you left the henna, I recommend leaving the indigo for as long. And it's one of those things, like, the more you do it, the better your results will be, right? That's just what it is when it comes to, I've been a henna head for almost 15 years. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And so, like, I can get pretty decent coverage, but I will tell you this, some of the grays up front be struggling. Adding a pinch of salt, and I say it in the video, adding a pinch of salt to your indigo can also help it bind better. But I will say, without the foundation of having good henna, it makes indigo harder to bind. So make sure you get the best henna you can, the best treatment as possible. Tavi says, yes, it works great, but I don't know how to mix it to get a darker color like off black. So I live with orange red. People like it, but it's shocking to me. Adding also, Tavi, even if you can't get to blue black, you can also add indigo to your henna. So let your henna dye release first, right? If you're using my gloss bar, the dye releases pretty quickly because the heat activates it, right? Let the dye release first, and because it should stain your fingers like a red orange color within like a minute or two of leaving the henna on. That's how you know. I mean, you shouldn't do that, but that's how you know how activated your dye release is. Once it's like that, then mix in your henna and your indigo, right? Mix in a pinch of salt and mix it in together. You'll create a much darker mix from the base. So if you make a darker base, right, instead of it just having orange red, it's much easier to build on later, right? So you keep using that, and then if you want to do a separate indigo treatment afterwards, you can also do that too. Crush and Gold says, congrats on 50K. Thank you, dear. Thank you. Congrats to the winners. Congrats. Thanks. Tanya says, I want to try your product so badly. I was about to order, but when it goes to checkout, the shipping was more than the product. I live in the UK. Yeah, it's one of those things, like, unfortunately, it's just taxes and tariffs for the UK. And it's not just the UK, it's anywhere outside of the US. Tanya, I mentioned I'm trying to get on Amazon. I don't know if Amazon ships to the UK in that capacity like they do in the US. But it's one of those things, like, I really don't know what to do when it comes to international shipping, and I don't know what other people do when it comes to international shipping, because it's not really charged by, like, me. Like, I don't get, people think I get shipping. I don't get none of the shipping costs. It literally goes away. I pay a company, and they like, I don't have, unfortunately, I don't control the shipping prices. That's actually controlled by the countries. I have a little bit more freedom in the US to control shipping prices, but basically I pay a higher premium, right? So like every website you pay, like I don't get, so anytime you charge somebody, you pay someone for credit card processing, right? They take a certain amount of fees, right, to process your credit card payments. PayPal has a certain amount of fees. Every reader has fees, and then there are some plans that you can buy into. So some will, like, if you upgrade your plan, right? So I pay a monthly plan for my hosting of Shopify, right, on my website, right? I host on Shopify. And they have like, oh, we only take 3% of this if you upgrade your plan to this. And that means you can give your customers 8% discount on UPS rates. So it's like on that I can play with, right? Because it's internally, it's in the US. I pay a higher premium, but you guys can get more affordable shipping rates. I don't know what to do internationally because they don't really have they like things like that. And if they do, I don't know how to access it. And if somebody can tell me, I would do it, right? Like I would do it. I would like for shipping to be more affordable to other countries. I just don't know how to make it more affordable in that sense. Um, but yes, if anyone knows, I mean, feel free to drop it in the chat by all means. Okay. The rest of the two winners. Okay, thank you. Oh, you're welcome, Denise. New sales, just looking. Okay. Um, yes, maybe she should add hair accessories to your Amazon store. You deserve it. I may not always comment, but I do give your videos a thumbs up. Listen, I appreciate that. The thumbs up really help. Emma says, my gray hair around my edges keeps breaking. What can I do to stop the gray hair breakage? And I recommend hydration. So, like, one of the biggest things I'm learning when it comes to gray hair, because it just be so rebellious, is it is dehydrated. So, one of the things I mentioned, is my thing about to die? Yeah, it's about to die in like 7. Okay. One of the things I've been researching about gray hair is that gray hair generally develops a medulla, right? So most of us actually have very fine to medium strands, and sometimes those strands, most fine strands, don't have an inner medulla. When you get gray hair, what makes it so wiry and makes it so coarse and thicker in texture than our regular hair is that it develops an inner medulla. And that's what makes it wiry, and that's what makes it difficult and does whatever it wants to do. But also, that's what makes it much harder to keep moisturized and hydrated. So one of the biggest things I found, because I know exactly what you're talking about, because I have some on, I don't know what side it is. Oh, ooh, you can see, child, grays. This side. They're way more prone to breakage than anything I've ever experienced. But that's also because they get dehydrated very quickly. So what I've been doing, I mean, I'm obviously using my own now leave-in conditioner, but I'm focusing it more so on those gray areas. So that means also for me spraying that scalp down right there. Um, Also, I've been doing a little bit of added glycerin, or if you don't have glycerin, you can add a pinch of honey. I know it seems like, oh my gosh, why would I add honey? But honey is a humectant and it's antibacterial. So literally, you can just do a spray bottle, water, honey, or just the Now leave-in conditioner on those areas. You might need to do it like a couple times a week, more so than you would do the rest of your hair. This is what I'm finding. Gray hair is extremely dry. Somehow that added medulla to the hair just makes the hair so much more coarse and so much more prone to breakage, because I am experiencing the same thing you're experiencing. But really, for me, learning that it just requires more. And I may actually try to see if I seal in the hair better. So obviously using the Now leave-in conditioner, or again, water and glycerin, water and honey. If I try sealing in with like a butter right on those areas, if that will help with locking in that moisture. I'm kind of going through like a little testing right now of what will work, because I do see, I know when I say I know exactly what you're talking about, I know exactly what you're talking about. And I'm trying to minimize that gray hair breakage. And I would say some of that is just from dehydration, and it takes a lot more moisture and hydration than the rest of my hair does, unfortunately. um oh yeah, fees. You're welcome. Yeah. My black hair is soft, but the gray is short. I've noticed that your own owl leave-in spray is helping. Yeah, it definitely will. And honestly, for me, usually I only just rehydrate my hair once a week, but I'm noticing on the grays, I need at least maybe twice a week. And also maybe I just started with the butter, like right on the gray. Like, you can kind of see them poking through. That's what's actually like making I know it doesn't look great here, but that's what's making the twist look fuzzy, is just the short gray strands that like just they want to just break off. Now some are longer, right? Like some have definitely grown longer, but these like short little ones right here, baby, I know they make everything frizzy. They make life difficult. But hydration, and I'm working on what will optimize best with that. So like eventually, Emmett, once I figured out everything, I will make a video on it. I will definitely make a video on it. But I will say, for me, learning that I need to treat that area different than the rest of my hair is also very helpful too. Um, Lady C says, "Are tea rinses the best way to use Ayurvedic herbs when I wear braids with synthetic hair?" Yes, yes. Tea rinses, and put them teas in the spray bottle, and I recommend some type of humectant. So whatever tea you're using, add humectant to it. So humectants are like glycerin. You can use even honey. Keep it simple, right? I would say like a tablespoon of glycerin to 8 ounces of water, a tablespoon of honey to 8 ounces of water, and or not water, tea, sorry, um, and spray that from the roots down the length of the hair. Keeps that hair hydrated, because again, when you have those braids in your hair, the synthetic hair can dehydrate the strands. So you want to make sure you're getting it down the length of the hair as well. So not just the scalp. It's important for the scalp, right? Because hair grows from the scalp. The benefits are from the scalp, but so the rest of the hair doesn't dry out, you want to also make sure you're getting enough humectants and hydration down the length of your hair as well. Because even in these beads, like, I mean, you can't see. I mean, I wrapped up, my bangs are much longer than this, but I wrapped up the hair, so I didn't want the hair to dry out midweek. So what I did was get that leave-in conditioner, and I just on those ends, right? Like make sure that my hair still stays hydrated. Now, obviously, I wash my hair weekly. My hair's not dehydrated. When you're wearing synthetic hair, you tend to leave it on much longer than a week, so your hair can easily get dehydrated over time. So make sure you're hydrating not just your scalp, but down the length of your hair. You like the sound effects? I was like, instead of just saying spring. I'm so silly sometimes. I think y'all try it all. Okay, perfect. Numi says, "Can I mix amla, fenugreek, bringraj, and dasmati powder in grapeseed oil, or use plain water?" You can mix them in grapeseed oil. That's perfectly fine. Grapeseed oil is a great oil. I use grapeseed oil in my DHT blocking oil. Really great, penetrates really nice. It is a ceramide-rich oil, which means your hair can really absorb it. It's like ceramides are like the glue that holds your hair together. So great oil to use. You can also use them in plain water, like almost like a tea. If I were to use them in plain water, I would put at least warm to hot water, right? Stir it up. If you can strain it. I don't know. Sometimes the powders are really difficult to strain. And if not, just try to brew it like you would brew a tea. And then if you can pour out, or let the get as much as you can, decant some of it off, and then spray that on your hair so you can get those benefits as well. Denise says, "I can't wait until you finish your trial period on whatever works for gray hair to help with hydration and the video." Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, Denise. I can't wait either, because it's been a bit of testing, and I'm always here for y'all. I'm here for y'all. Y'all gonna have to wait 1 second. I'm actually gonna go get my charger. I didn't. My battery is on 4%, and if you have any questions, leave it in the thing. All right. Oh, your waist beads. Yeah. It's so crazy because like, I lost like almost like 25 pounds now total. And they all the waist beads used to be actually on my waist, but they're now like all falling out. I had like 30 waist beads on, and I think I only have like 8 that still fit, but they literally slide off in the shower. So thank you though. I love waist beads. I'm ready to get some more. Some new goals, some new weight loss goals. All right, so we're back. My thing was like flashing. I was like, okay, let me go get this. Um Oh, Denise said, thanks. I stopped dyeing my hair during COVID, so I'm completely gray. Oh, nice, nice. Listen, I feel you. At some point, I probably will like let my gray hairs just be like, let it live. Let it live. Um, yeah, I heard that they're great for weight loss. They are. They help you track weight loss. It's also a reminder, like, so I had them like layered when I first got them. So the smallest one, I mean, yeah, the tightest ones on the part of my waist that I was like, okay, this can't get any larger. And so that way, when you eat, it becomes very uncomfortable, very uncomfortable. So it's a great way to say, like, all right, I'm full, like, I've tapped out, like, I shouldn't eat anymore. So I had them, all the way from the smallest point all the way down. So it was like it used to be like a layered effect. Now, again, they've all fallen. They're all my little fake hips. I got little hips. So it's a good reminder. And so, it feels good, especially because some like were literally, I was in the shower and they just like falling off my body. So you just easily can monitor like how much weight you're losing with them. Also, it helps if you put them very tight around your stomach and then you try to eat too much. It's like someone's like, um, so it is a constant reminder to help you to manage your weight. But I had waist beads a long time before I used them for weight loss. But only recently, I would say in the last 2 years, I started using them, particularly when I was trying to be intentional about losing some weight. So it was great. It was. What were you saying, Denise? I just hear so and then, hey, Trisha. How are you, dear? If anyone has any more questions, feel free to leave it in the chat. I know we've been all over the place and I love it. Denise says, when will you be doing something for us for weight loss? Oh, I don't know why I get so like, do I get embarrassed? Is that the word I'm looking for? I will be doing something. I need to just commit to doing something for you guys for weight loss. Because it's a topic we all care about. And even if it's not weight loss, it's maintaining, it's about healthy lifestyle, healthy living. So let me get my mind around it, because it is for me, everything was very is a very emotional, and I feel like a lot of people it is weight loss, and my weight loss was tied to my anxiety and depression, and well, my weight gain was tied to all of that, and so my weight loss was a very emotional thing for me. And so I think that's like the biggest part for me about speaking about it, and I shouldn't, because we're all women here, and I mean there are men on the chat too, but it's a journey, and life is a journey, and it's like this. The road is like this, and so it's I think that's why it's been really hard for me to kind of talk about. I hint around it. I've definitely made, I think the most I've ever talked about it was kind of when I kind of was talking about like my divorce and all of that stuff that happened. And so I think like mentally just getting into a space where I feel okay to talk about everything. And so once I'm there, well, I'm almost there. I'm almost there. I got y'all. Even if it's not that super deep, and maybe that's what it is, like because it's so personal to me, I feel like but y'all are probably like, just tell us. They're like, just give us some herbs, girl. But yeah. Let's see. Sharon said, "Oh, Dean says I'm proud of you with everything you went through. Thank you, dear. Thank you. It's been a journey, and it's still, it's still a road. It's still everything you're trying to manage, and but it's all we're life. We're living. We're growing. So yeah." Sharon says, this is my first time hearing about waist beads. Oh, so waist beads are traditionally from, I would say, Ghana, but it could be other countries in Africa too. but I will say they're traditionally from Africa, from what I know. And my beads are Ghanaian beads, and oh, it's definitely other countries in Africa that do waist beads. As I'm thinking about it, um, but you can use them for different reasons. Some people use them for spiritual. Some people use them for healing. Some people use them for weight loss. I said waist loss, weight loss. It's about how some people keep them hidden. So usually I keep mine hidden when I'm home. I don't care about keeping them hidden or not. Um, and obviously when I got up, you saw them. And if you didn't, I'll get up so you can see them. Like, oh, sorry, you maybe don't want to see all that, but that's why I have them on right now. They're fallen, so you can have them staggered, right? Which a lot of people do. They put them like around the smallest part of your waist, and you can layer them in different ways. So I can have certain people tie them for me in certain ways in certain areas. And so you do sometimes do it for weight loss. Again, you put them where it's really tight, and so when you eat too much, you become very uncomfortable. Some people use it to track their weight loss. It's just different. Waist beads mean a lot of different things to everyone, right? And so if you look into it, if you like Google like African waist beads, or I want to say, and I don't know why, maybe because my first waist beads I got were from Ghana. Um, like I know a little bit about that, and like having people tie them or you tie them yourself, and they're on there forever. So like the only way to get them off is to cut them or to let them fall. So yeah. And I love them. Like I said, I actually, well, I got rid of it. So once I got like my divorce, I cut off all my old waist beads, and I got new waist beads. And that's when I got the new waist beads. That's what I said, for like weight loss. And so I started like really trying to be intentional about losing weight. But I've mentioned it before. My weight gain was tied more to my anxiety and depression and being on medication. Um, so it was definitely a journey, and a journey of like self-healing, and still it's still a journey of self-healing, let's be for real. But definitely getting in a better headspace, and in moving. Like there was a lot. I would say last year was so much going on. And not last year, the year before that was so much going on. And so now it's just kind of like everything's now just falling into line, and being in a better space, and figuring out what I want to do next with my life and my career. And do I even want to stay in Philadelphia? Like I actually, it's so crazy. I was actually thinking like, okay, Philly for me was supposed to be for a certain time period, right? It wasn't supposed to be for forever. I went to finish my education, and then I went to live somewhere else. And then, I met someone and I got married, and he was from Philly, and he's definitely, his family from Philly. He was like, I'm never leaving Philly. I'm born and raised in Texas, and I moved to New York when I was 18. And then I moved to Philly when I was 25, 24, 25. And I'm not very close to my family, very close to my sister. And so I don't, you know what I mean? Like for me, it was easy to just, okay, your family's here, and, get close to his family, and have that, what I felt was like community. But for me, Philly was never really like the last place I wanted to be. And so like I think at this point now for me, okay, I don't think I want to stay in Philly, but so now where am I going? Am I gonna move closer to my sister? I don't know. I'm kind of like also in this like weird transitions place, but like it's funny. I'm 38, you guys, and I never thought at 38 this is where I'd be. And so like, it's like life is a journey, and just trying to like figure everything out. I thought I'd be married with kids and this and that, and it's like life is like no kids, no husband, you single, but like it's okay, and that's okay too, right? Like that is fine, and just like figuring out what makes you feel good, what makes you happy, what refining yourself. That's really been like the journey I feel like I've been on the past year, and enjoying it, and just okay, do I want to stay in Philly? I don't know. Am I going to be in Philly for long? I don't know. This might be my last year in Philly, and it's fine to move on to the next phase of your life, and work with that. So yeah. Well, I don't know how we got on that topic. Oh, Denise, you said, I'm so proud of you with everything you went through. Thank you. Thank you. Juanita said, I just want to thank you. Since I've been following you, my hair is totally different. I've been natural by 8 years. I never knew how to take care of my hair. You're truly a blessing. Oh, thank you, Juanita. Thank you. Thank you. I love to hear that, because taking care of your hair to me, like sometimes it makes me feel good, right? Like if I'm not feeling great about myself and I'm like, oh, let me go do my hair. Let me tell you, by that time I figure out a cute style, I'm like, I'm good, I'm back. Right. And so like learning to take care of your hair, I think is wonderful and it is a blessing. And I'm thankful that I can share that with you guys as well. Tavi said, I too am very proud of you. Thank you, strong woman. Thank you, thank you. Sharon said, those are very nice. Looks like jewelry. Oh, thing, yeah. I love it because I didn't, let me tell you, I really didn't wear earrings all week, but it, having beads just makes you feel, I don't know, it makes me feel nice. I love it. I love it. Tavi said, you're living life. I am. I am. Thank you, Risty. She said, exactly. Lady C, share what makes you comfortable. We appreciate the knowledge you do share. I've learned a lot from you. I continue to strive to care with my hair with no extensions. That is my goal. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I will. I will. And that's why I said I think it's always just taking me a little bit of a time because I think I mentioned, I mean, even if I didn't mention it, y'all saw the weight loss. And so it's, it's been a journey and I'm definitely in a much better place, They say exactly, do it makes you happy. I am. Thank you. Sharon says, I find doing my hair very therapeutic, a huge transition from years past. I agree. I agree. I used to feel like my hair was a burden, right? Something, oh, I just have to get through this. Like, let me just get through. And I'm not gonna lie, there's some wash days I'm just like, oh my gosh, I want to just be done with it. And I will say, adding like what I have done on the challenge, like giving myself a week where maybe I do a little more self care, which maybe I do the hair mask for an hour and a longer wash day versus some of the wash days that are just you know, and I do the pre-poo and as a detangle because I've noticed with my fine strands, it does best for me to dry detangle before I get in the shower. Some people, they don't necessarily need that. And so like do what's best for you. But I noticed for me, if I can finger detangle my hair within about 20 minutes and get rid of most of the large tangles and most of the shed hair out, right? There's still gonna be some shed hair when I go in with my conditioner. Put my hair into those large twists, shampoo, condition. Like the longest part of wash day, the longest wash day for me from start to finish, as long as I'm not doing like some intricate style, should be no more than like an hour, hour and a half. And that for me is very manageable because wash days before when I didn't have a routine and it's like I was spending an hour detangling, shampoo, conditioning, then I would spend another 30 minutes in the shower detangling with the conditioner. Like it's a long process and it doesn't sometimes feel enjoyable. And so I like for me having weeks where I'm doing the hair mask treatments where I'm like, all right, I've conceded in my mind, like, all right, this week I'm gonna spend the hour plus, with a hair mask in my hair. And maybe I'll do laundry while I'm doing that, or maybe I'll just sit here and pour myself a drink and watch TV, or maybe I'll get on the live chat with y'all with a headscarf on and be in the hair mood. But really, finding ways to make doing your hair enjoyable and also understanding that like some people may not do hair masks every week or every other week, or for them it's once a month and that's their treatment, right? And I'm like, all right, that works for you. Like just make sure your hair is an enjoyable experience. I feel like you'll grow better, right? I feel like just like everything in our bodies, when we you know give ourselves like positive energy towards that thing, it will thrive best. But then whenever you're negative about it and you're hating on it, or you're just maybe it's not the time, maybe it's not the day to do it, right? We don't want to put negative energy towards things that I would say would normally make us feel good, right? So doing your hair, having your hair done generally makes most people feel good, makes me feel pretty. Like if I feel ugly and I go do my hair, I'm like, who am I, right? Like I feel really, really good about myself. So I don't want to exert negative energy to it. So I know if at that moment I don't have the energy to really commit to it, save it for another time because I love my hair and we should all love our hair. And so that's my spiel about wash day. A long spiel about wash day. I've been on a tangent today. I'm gonna get off a little soapbox. um all right, guys. Let me know. Do you have any other questions? Recently, yes, wash day is love. Yes, yes. Do you have any other questions or anything? If not, I'm going to go sign off and I'm actually gonna make the hair tea today. I'm actually gonna drink some tea today too and get to my wash day. I'm gonna take out my style and do another style for you guys. I hope you guys have been enjoying the styles. I've been trying to post the little shorts of them. I'm gonna go back some of the styles I did earlier in the challenge that I didn't post. So if you missed them, you're looking for hairstyles on wash day, definitely check out the shorts. There are 1 minute clip of the videos. I'm trying to link the full video at the end, but what I'm trying to do is at the end of every video, give you a quick hairstyle, right? Um, just sometimes we have more time, we can add twists, and sometimes we have less time and we're just doing a quick updo, right? And so I hope you find something that works best for you. Uh, yes, add more to that Amazon store too. I will definitely add more to the Amazon store. I will. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. I really do. I really do. Um, let's see what Newbie says. I would like to do this on my next wash day, and I want to make sure these steps are correct. Mask, leave on for 1 to 2 hours. Shampoo or co-wash. Correct. Correct. That's fine. Um, and are you just curious? If you shampoo your hair, obviously I recommend deep conditioning. If you just co-wash your hair, that's fine too. Just make sure the following week you are using something with shampoo. One thing I'm learning is that everyone needs to shampoo every week, right? Like I said, honestly, if I did not work out and I'm a head sweater, it's not even that I don't work out. If I didn't sweat like nobody's business, I probably wouldn't necessarily have to shampoo my hair every week. But for me, that works optimal for me. It also alleviates all the dry scalp and dandruff and flakes and everything that I used to have. So um, that works fine, newbie. I just see you had 3 condition, deep conditioner, leave-in conditioner, moisturize, and oil. Yes. All of those work wonderful. Sounds like a really good option and routine. Sure says peppermint tea break. Yes, I'm definitely gonna drink some tea. Tommy says, I love the hairstyles. I'm glad. Thank you. I'm so glad. So I love your hairstyles. Perfect. Thank you guys. Thank you. I'm gonna have some jasmine green tea today. Thanks, y'all. Thank you. Jasmine green tea sounds delicious. Sharon says, have a wonderful week. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful week too. Make sure you take some time for yourselves. If you haven't already emailed me your 2 picks for the giveaway winners, please do so as well so I can try to get them out, ASAP. I'll be filming today, a little me time. So everyone take a little you time today. Even if it's literally light a candle and sit somewhere quietly for 10 to 15 minutes, do so, okay? Joy says, hi, Michelle. I'm having a hard time assessing the website, the Queen's Closet. Always get a message that it's not a secure site. I love the hair wraps you use. Oh, Joyce, she's no longer selling the head wraps. I'm gonna have to find someone else to do head wraps. I need to just take the website off my link because she's no longer selling hair wraps. Sad face. But yeah, Joyce, if I find someone else who has head wraps and I can get like a discount for you guys, I will definitely put that in the chat. But for now, what I've been doing like in the interim is just going to, I mean, again, I'm fortunately in Philadelphia, there's African stores here and they sell like cloth. So I just literally get cloth. I cut it down to the size that I need. You can do it at the store. They cut it for you and then just use that as a wrap. Hi, Jackie. She says, hi, Michelle. How are you? I'm doing good. I'm actually wrapping up. So I hope you check out the video. We talked about a lot of things here. I hope you're well too, Jackie. Needham, take care. Thank you. Risa, yes, love on yourself, y'all. Yes, everyone, just love a little bit on yourself today, okay? Every day, honestly, if you can. Risa, drink your water. Yeah, I'm about to go drink some water and drink some tea. Jackie says, Michelle, could you please tell brought how can I use the omelet powder to condition my hair? Oh, y'all must have been on omelet today. Y'all, I think 3 people asked about omelet powder. Omelet must have been the word. So you can use omelet powder as a hair mask, right? So you can do omelet on its own as a hair mask, or you can. I would recommend if you're going to do omelet on its own, you can use water to hydrate the omelet, but then use some type of oil, like 2 tablespoons of oil to the omelet powder, right? And if you can, maybe like a tablespoon of conditioner to give it a little more conditioning properties, and then apply it to your hair. I also have a ton of videos on omelet hair masks. So if you type in NowIamNappy omelet, they should come up. If you want to like look at some of my older videos when I was actually doing like full DIYs, you can find some omelet recipes. But that's how I would use it. Again, if you're using half a cup of omelet, you probably need about quarter to half a cup of water, 2 tablespoons of oil, some oil that's really going to penetrate, like maybe sweet almond oil, avocado oil, extra virgin olive oil, coconut oil if you like it, a tablespoon of conditioner or 2 tablespoons of conditioner, and apply that to your hair. You ever see? I think she means omelet. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure that's what she means. All right, you guys. But that's it. I'm about to sign off. I hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you guys for Tip Tuesday. We'll be back on Tuesday's schedule. Love you guys. If you like up the video, give it a thumbs up. I appreciate you guys. I will see y'all next time. Bye. Oh, you're welcome, Jackie.